It's me, Judy, and today is like I just want to share a little reflection that I have been thinking about lately and sharing with my best friend. And so I think it would be nice to have it here in my channel, like a good remember of everything that I have lived. And yeah, lately my life feels so much lighter, more easy kind of. I don't think that it's really easier, but it's just the way that I'm looking at the things actually, and not because I have been really blessed all my life, but never get into it, reflect out. So being honest, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing mostly all the time. And I think it's just a normal thing at 20s. I don't know, it's like one day you say everyone is and I don't know, you have everything set, you have a life plan and things like that. And I had a plan. At my 18s, I thought my whole life was planned, that I was really sad. I was on a relationship at that time, and it was so funny because I was oh my god, I'm gonna get married and things like that. You make a lot of promises that you will never be able to comply, not everyone at least. So it's I thought that I have everything I wanted, everything that I have set in my life. What I always knew, I want to go to France, and guess what? We are in France. It's oh my god, it's my biggest dream. I have an Eiffel Tower at the bottom, no, at the top of my bed in my room, in my home. So it was always my dream. And I think that it's better when God takes control of what we are thinking, of what we are doing. I never planned this exchange that I made in here. I'm now an exchange student. I'm almost finishing my first semester. Yeah, and the the first 2 months I didn't make any video because I was in a process to get to know myself, to get to discover things. As I said, I never planned to come here. It was really, I think, something that God planned to bring me here. I'm still trying to know why, but I have my happiest moments here with myself. That's so crazy. I have learned a lot about me, how to survive, and I feel kind of stronger because I have my solo trip to Paris, and I will share a little bit in TikToks because I make videos of the days. It was really crazy. I once I just survive Paris metro is you can anything, and you I hadn't had problems with picky pockets and all that stuff that in Ecuador is common, the picky pockets, but don't have that name, are not branded. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm moving a little bit because too much sun. It's gonna work as all the time this weather. So rainy, and it feels a lot like Forks. Yeah, rain is a lot like Forks, and I feel like being in twilight, that I love it. Now we have these sunny days. I'm joking. I love sun, I love flowers, but not sun on me. And what I was saying is I never planned to be here. I have so good people around me that helped me. They think they were angels in my path, because I feel that I'm exactly where I should be. And this video is just to tell you that sometimes you don't understand things, you don't know what life is giving you, but sometimes it's just for you to let go all your thoughts, like your mental structures and ideas, just to see that God's have bigger plans for you. So how did I come here? It wasn't my plan. I like first my parents. Like I always wanted to do an exchange, but I was in my last semester in Ecuador, so it was like, oh my god, I won't stop everything and plan an exchange, because an exchange like make it longer. And at that time I was like, I want to have my diploma, and like I don't know, it's like something that you said that you want. And I was like, it's too late for me now. But my parents was like, because I wanted to come to France, like I told you, for my 22 birthday. And I was like, oh my god, I would like to have an Euro trip. I told all my friends to make an Euro trip this year, like in 2025. And we never like said things. And I told my parents, and they were like, oh no, you should do an exchange if you want to go. I was like, no, it's too late for me, but I have like already passed my English courses in Ecuador, because I just take the final exam. And also I had like, I don't know, my parents were all the time like, you should. My mom was all the time, and I was like, you want me to go? Why? Because at that time, like I thought it wouldn't survive alone any longer. Like I used to spend a lot of time alone, because I study on the afternoon. My mom and my brother work and go to school on the morning, so all the mornings I spend alone. But this last semester I was working, so I didn't have so much time. Then I find I meet a co-worker, one that it's a really good friend. And yeah, he was like in communication, and all the time he told me about it. Oh, you know that they are open like new dates to exchange and things like that. He was like, oh, you have to sing yourself in to try, you don't know. And I was like, I don't know, I'm too late for that. And every day, because he was sitting next to me, he was like, let's try. And I was like, okay. My mom too, so I was like, okay, let's see. And I really did any effort for this, like really just sent the documentation later and everything like you should do, but not any effort, any expectative, and it was horrible. Then I was like, I don't think they told me like to see for what subjects they can validate my exchange, and I was like, I didn't want like to check because it was too much, and I was also studied 2 careers, so marketing and business, international business, so it was like the double work, like to check for both. And then like my coordinator of my career was there in the cafeteria one afternoon at lunchtime, and he was like, oh, I saw that you want to make an exchange, and come to my office, we can talk about it and how you can homologate some courses and things like that. And when I go, he was so really kind, and he proposed me how to make an exchange without losing a lot of time, because I have the 2 careers. And when I got to Ecuador, come back to Ecuador, I have to complete a lot of courses and take a lot of classes. But he helped me with the kind of how we would do my thesis and things like that. And he was really an angel for me, because he also helped me to get my passport, because in Ecuador it's so complicated to get a return for the passport. So he helped me with a letter. It was really so good. Is another angel in my body, I think. I have my first like big big trip was coming to France. I just was traveling like to Galapagos or Colombia, but it's really near Ecuador, so he helped me with that. So it's like I'm getting tired of like keeping the phone that way. But then after my passport, like I applied to the college, and like I already said, like in less than a week that I was accepted to here. Also in my school, everyone really helped me, like the international department in my school helped me a lot to send my application to this school of business in France. And then when I was accepted, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like I didn't tell anyone literally, like just my mom and like my best friends that was with me and were with me on all the process with like know it. That was for much people, like it was like kind of a big discovery, like just like 1 week before I had to go, like I said like, oh, I'm going, because I really didn't know that I was coming. Have a lot of tricky issues, I think, for the visa and all the documentation, and also like, yeah, my father was like, I'm not sure she really wants to go because I don't see her like, you know, happy or like excited for it. But I was like, really, I don't want to leave it in like be disappointed, because I feel like I wouldn't survive the level of disappointment if I won't get it. So once that I was accepted to the school, it was like, okay, it seems real, but I still don't have the visa, and that's another story. So I didn't have the visa, and I have my flights, because they told me that I have to buy my 2 flights or go and return to present me to the visa process. And I went like that also was a miracle that they give me an extraordinary date to go for the interview. Like really was really easy. The interview was with this lady that just like asked me, oh, how many months you want to stay. I asked for stay the longest possible, because my god, it's like my big trip to Europe. If I'm already invested, I will like invest well, like completely. And she was like, okay, that's what all, like didn't take like no more than 10 minutes, like it's less. And then it's like I have to travel the 30th of December, but my visa wasn't ready for that time because the platform of Etude Funds wasn't working. So they told me that we have to wait, and I have to move my flight. That was a really bad period of time. I told my father that that's something that we don't remember, like that's on the 2024, 2025. We forgive, we forget. So I have to change my flight to it was 13th of January, and for that time I didn't still have my visa. So my partner was so concerned, and I really, like I told you, I didn't make any effort, and it's not an advice, it's not good to do that, but I was like, I didn't want to get disappointed, but it's not recommended. Don't do that. Like plan, set all the things you need, and that will be good for you and for your economy. So it's like my big sister advice. Then like 1 week before, it was like 5 days before I have to go, I already like have told my family that I want to go. They made me like a goodbye party and lunch, and also my friends make me a goodbye party. We really enjoy it. Of course I didn't travel that week that I was supposed, but I already have all the goodbye parties. But then it's still 2 weeks. Like I really appreciate a lot that 2 weeks, because first I didn't have my my baggage, or yeah, I think it's baggage, because because I kind of in languages, I have everything mixed in my head. I'm trying to learn French, and also I try to learn Italian, and now the foreign language is like so mess in my head. Yeah, sorry. And I have a lot of time with my brother, with my family. Like, went to the last thing that I went to family things was the birthday of my cousin, and it was really funny being there. So yeah, I enjoyed that 2 weeks to prepare myself. And that last week, uh, near that I have traveled, like I've traveled in 5 days and I still don't have my visa. My father told me, like, if it have to be a good thing, like if you don't receive your visa, I won't change your flight again. And also, like, my classes are starting on the 6th of January, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to. And I was like, okay, maybe I won't travel. And like, my parents were so stressed because we were already invested, and I didn't have the visa yet, and they didn't like make sure that I will get it. They just said, like, we need time, but never say, like, we will give you. So I was like sending mails, and they was like, please don't send any more mails because we can't do anything right now. The platform don't function. And it was okay. And then, like, not naturally actually, because the afternoon before and all that day, I think was Wednesday. So from Tuesday I was like making a lot of adoration, like singing. And also the night before, that Tuesday night, I have like a moment to pray with God, because they say that, like, the worst battles you always fight on your knees. So I was praying on my knees, like, to let go this, like, my expectation. Like, I want to go to France, but that was the moment when I said, like, if you don't want me to go, so I don't want to go, and I don't want to go anywhere if I don't go with you. Say that to God. And it was really crazy because at the next day I just received the email that they have my visa ready. It just for me, like, to take it, and it was in less than 22 hours that I let go, like, my dreams and what I want to him. He was already, like, working on it. All the time he was working on it, was just waiting for me to give it to him. Sometimes, like, you want to have your life set, planned, to know where you're going, what will you do. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but I'm saying that it's important to remember that God's plans are bigger than what you expected. And sometimes you feel like you lost a lot, but you never lost when you are with God. It's like Taylor Swift say once, like, everything you lose is a step you take. So sometimes we have to lose things, and this is something that my best friend always tell me. Sometimes we lose things just to make space for better things, and for a better life and better surprises. So this is just my reflection, and it's also for myself too, to remember that God's plans are bigger than mine, and He's always working in my life. And when He wants to take you somewhere, He will do it no matter what. And yeah, for me, the biggest miracle is just being here, sit down in a kind of, I don't know, park in France. So miracles happen, and sometimes we just have to let go everything that worries us, and let all the things in His hands, because He's already working. So that's why the video for today, and I love you too much. Leave me in the comments if you have felt like that before, and if you have something that you want to let go or some dream we can pray together. Put it in the comments and I will read you. Thank you for watching.